So this patient came in, and after all examination, we came to conclusion that this patient has biofilm and recession. In order to help this patient with these two problems, I am recommending them the best and modified Stillman method. The best method is basically when the bristles are on the maxillary are pointed apically at 45-degree angle, and on the maxillary down 45, on the mandibular down 45 angle, which I'm going to demonstrate to you in a moment. So here on the maxillary at 45-degree angle, I'm going to show you all the surfaces. And here we go, apically at 45-degree angle. This is the best method. And on each surfaces, you want to do about 10 to 15 strokes. So here's the maxillary. Here we go. The best method is a very effective method. Here we go. And I'm going to show you here. So I'm not, for the sake of this video, I'm not doing 10 to 15 strokes, but normally I would recommend to the patient to do 10 to 15 strokes. So it's a little harder here. So if over here on the maxillary incisors, if you can't do at 45-degree angle, you could make the brush parallel to the long axis of the tooth. And here we go. It's a little difficult in these surfaces, so here we go. And then here again at 45-degree angle. Okay. Okay, so and the mandibular, oh, I didn't show you the occlusal. So occlusal would be, here we go, back and forth about 10 to 15 strokes. Here we go. On the mandibular, you want to do down 45-degree angle, down 45-degree angle, again 10 to 15 strokes. It's a little harder again on the incisors, so you could do on the long, lining up against the long axis of the tooth, like this. So that makes it a little easier. Okay. And then you go over here, you can go get back to 45-degree angle. Okay. And here. And now we are going to go to the modified Stillman method. The modified Stillman method is very similar to the best method, but it's more effective in removing debris. It's same with 45-degree angle. But with this one, we place it partially over the cervical part of the tooth, adjacent the gingiva, and we kind of pull it out. So this is how we would do the modified Stillman method. So here we go. Same thing as best, but we are going to just pull it out. Here we go. Here we go. This is more effective in removing debris from the tooth. So same thing on the palatal surface. For the incisors, you are going to have a little hard time. So normally I would recommend same thing against the long axis of the tooth. Line it up against the long axis of the tooth and then pull it out. And then here, same thing at 45-degree angle. Here, same here. I can show you here better. And now I'm going to show you the mandibular. Can you get in here? Here again, I would recommend low against the long axis of the tooth. So these are the two brushing technique to help this patient with biofilm and recession, the Best and the Stillman modified technique. So this patient came in, and also we noticed that this patient has a lot of spaces in the interproximal areas, and this is where the biofilm buildup and plaque happens. So since this patient has a lot of gaps in between the teeth, as you can see all the surfaces there are gaps, recession, I recommend that this person uses a interproximal brush to clean the interproximal areas because of the wide opening space. This patient also complained about sensitivity, and for that I would recommend a Sensodyne toothpaste, something that Sensodyne is a sensitive relief toothpaste, and this patient was also wanted help with breath malodor. So Listerine mouth rinse is recommended for this patient.